Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to this class. Last week we learned about counting and writing of numbers from 1 to 1000, and we were able to segment numbers in unit numbers, foundational numbers, ending numbers, and compound numbers. And we looked at the relationship between these three segments, these four segments of numbers. The relationship between the unit, the foundational, the ending, and the compound numbers. We said that a compound number is formed by the combination of unit, foundation, and ending numbers. So, having studied about numbers today, we want to look at place value system of numbers. Place value system. So, like I said, we are looking at place value system. A place value system is a system that teaches us the value of a digit in a set of numbers. A place value system is a value or a system of numbers that teaches us the value of a digit in a set of numbers. Okay? So the system that tells us or that helps us to identify the value of a digit in a set of number is what we call the place value system. Okay? Now, I can simply say that a place value system is a system that helps us to identify the value of digits in a number. So the place value system helps us identify the value of digits in a number. Now, if we have a number 34, we know that this is a single number but made up of two digits, 3 and 4. Now, the place value system now helps us to know how big 3 is in this number or how small 3 is. The value of 3 in this number is what this place value system helps us know. We also know that this number here is also 43, made up of the same digits, 3 and 4. Right? But what happens here is that the places of the arrangement of these digits are different. Here, 3 came first, 4 followed by 4. But in this particular number, 4 came first, followed by 3. Now, you will now notice that the value of these two digits will not be the same thing as the value of these two digits. So the place value system now helps us to identify the value of digits in a set of numbers. Now, for our level, we are going to consider the place value system from unit to tens of thousand. So, place value system, we have the units, tens, hundreds, thousand, tens of thousand. All right? Now, the TTH is pronounced tens of thousand. Tens of thousand. The TH is pronounced thousand. The H is pronounced hundred. The T stands for tens, while the U stands for units. Okay? Now, remember the unit number we talked about is 1 to 9 because they stand on their own. Now, the smallest digit, let's look at the smallest digits that can be in each of these place value. Now, okay, let me arrange it like this. Remember, this is tens of thousand, hundred, tens, and unit. Now, the smallest digit that can be here is 10,000. The smallest digit that can be here is 1,000. While H is what? 100. The smallest digit in tens is 10, while the smallest digit in unit is 1. So having said that, you now notice that this is called unit, tens, hundreds, thousand, tens of thousand. So the next thing we are going to now try and do is, how do we arrange numbers in this place value system? How do we arrange numbers in this place value system? So let's look at this. Example. Let's say example number 1. It says arrange the following in place value. Arrange the following in place value. A. Let me use 34. Now, in arranging the following 34 in place value, now ask yourself, how many digits make up 34? There are what? 2 digits, 3 and 4. So solution. Since there are 2 digits that make up 34, from our place value system, from the units, we go 1, 2. Now you see we now have what? Tens and units. Now what do we do? The first number is the unit number. It comes under U. So 4 is in units, followed by 3, which is in tens. We are done. This is how to arrange number in the place value system. Now let's say here is B. We have something like 147 to arrange in place value system. How many digits are here? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 digits. So we have what? Units, tens, hundred. 1, 2, 3. Or we can also identify them up. Unit, tens, hundred. In arranging numbers in place value, always starts from the unit. So solution. So we have here 100, tens, and unit. What happens here that 7 now comes under U, 4 comes under tens, and 1 belongs to hundreds. We are done. This is how to arrange numbers in place value system. Okay, let's say C. We have 3,425. How many digit numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 digit numbers, meaning that the highest place value here is thousands, because in the place value we have units, tens, 100,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, the highest place value is what? 1,000. So, due to that, we write out our place value system, and we have units, tens, 100, 1,000. Then we arrange 5 under units, 2 under tens, 4 under hundreds, 3 under 1,000. Meaning that the place value of 3 is 1,000, place value of 4 is 100, place value of 2 is tens, place value of 5 is units. Okay, let's look at this example D. Let's say here we have 10,578. How many digit numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is pronounced 10,578. Now to arrange this in place value, we look at our place value again. Let's go from units, tens, hundred, thousand, tens of thousand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since this number has 5 digits, what it means is that the highest place value in this number is tens of thousand. The highest place value in this number is tens of thousand. So we write out our place value system from units, tens, hundreds, thousand, and tens of thousand. As usual, we start arranging from the unit. From your right, you come to the left. From the right, 8 is under units, 7 is tens, 5 is hundreds, 0 is thousand, 1 is tens, digit by digit. So, this is how to arrange numbers in place value system. Now, the next thing we are now going to look at is how do we identify the value of a digit in a number? How do we identify the value of 5 in 10,578? How do we identify the value of 7 in 147? How do we identify the value of 3 in 3,425? That's the next thing to do. And what helps us to do this identification is the place value system. The place value system helps us to identify the value of digits in a set of number. Okay? So, I'm going to clean this and then we look at the examples of identifying the place value of digits in a number. So, as example number two, we have that identify the value of the underlying digits. Identify the value of the underlined digits. First example, let's say we have 94 and 4 is underlined. So in this question, it asks us to identify what? The value of 4 in 94. Okay? So the first thing we do is we arrange 94 in place value. Let's look at it. How many digits? 2. So we have tens and units. 4 units, 9 tens. What does it mean? 4 is under units. So we say that this is 4 units. And what does 4 units mean? Unit means 1. Remember, they stand on their own. 1. So 4 units means what? 4. Are you seeing it? So the value of 4 in 94 is 4. Okay, let me just say, rearranging this number, I have 49. And 4 is also underlined in 49. We want to see the value of 4. Okay? So, the same thing, we arrange it in tens and units. Tens and units because there are only 2-digit numbers, 4 and 9. So 9 is in units, 4 is in tens. What's the place value of 4 here? The place value of 4 here is what? Tens. So this becomes 4 tens. And what is 4 tens? 4 in 10 places. 4 tens means what? 4 in 10 places. Or you can simply say 4 times 10. Alright? So what we now do here is, from here, we have 4 down, and we look at, there's a number here. Right? So we now make this unit part to become 0. It's just like bringing down 4 here and making this 9 to be 0. You see, you now see 40. So the value of 4 in 49 is what? 40. Are you not seeing it? That the same digits made up 94 and 49, but the arrangement, their place values differs. Okay? Which now made the value of the digits, it's same digit 4. But due to the fact that the place value are different, their values become different. 4 is 4 in 94, while 4 is 40 in 49. Alright? Okay, let's look at this example. I have 34,901. And 4 is underlined. I underlined 4 again. In this number, 34,901. What's the first thing we need to do? The first thing we need to do is to arrange this number in place value. And to arrange this number in place value, we ask ourselves, how many digit numbers are here? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5-digit numbers, meaning that the highest place value of 5-digit numbers is what? Tens of thousand. So we write out our place value system from units and stop at tens of thousand. Let's go. Solution. So we go units, tens, hundred, thousand, tens of thousand. 1 unit, 0 tens, 9 hundreds, 4,000, 3 tens of thousand, and 4 is underlined. So ask yourself, what is the place value of 4 here? Thousand. Thousand. So to bring out the value of 4 here, we can simply bring out 4. 4 comes down. Here becomes 0, 0, and 0. What number are you seeing here? 4,000. Meaning that the place value of 4 is 1,000. Which now gives us the value of 4 to be what? 4,000. Are you seeing it? 4,000. Let's look at this example. Example D. Okay? We have 93,872. 9 is underlined. And we want to find the value of 9. We want to find what? The value of 9. Now, there's a difference between finding the value of a number or of a digit and finding the place value of the digit. Now, in these examples we solved, the value of digit is 4, but the place value of digit here is units. Here, the value of digit is 40, the place value of 4 is tens. Here, the value of 4 is 4,000, but the place value of 4 is 1,000. So here we are going to find the value of 9. And the first thing to do is to do what? Write the number or arrange the number in the place value system. Arrange the number in place value system. Solution. Since there are 5-digit numbers, meaning that our highest place value is tens of thousand. So let's go. Units, tens, hundred, thousand, tens of thousand. And we arrange 2 under units, 7 tens, 8 hundreds, 3 thousand, 9 tens of thousand. We underline. So what do we do again? We bring down 9. Here becomes 0. Here becomes 0. Here becomes 0, here becomes 0. Now what do we have here? 90,000. So you notice that the place value of 9 is 9 tenths of 1,000. Which means what? 90,000. Are you seeing it? 90,000. Alright? Let's solve one final example. Here we have 3,782. 7 is underlined. We want to find the value of 7 in 3,782. So, like we did the first one, we arranged 3,782 in place value system. So, how many digit numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the highest place value of 4-digit numbers is what? Thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thousands. So, let's go. Units, tens, hundreds, thousand. 2 under units, 8 in tens, 7 in hundreds, 3 in thousand, and 7 is underlined. So what's the value of 7? 7 comes down, here becomes 0, here becomes 0. So the value of 7 is what? 700. Because the place value of 7 is 100. Which is 700. Is that understood? So whenever you are faced with a problem that you need to identify the value of a digit in a number, first of all, arrange the digits or arrange the number in place value system, then identify the place value of that particular digit you are looking for, and from there, bring out the value of the digits. Is that okay? Alright, so do this as homework for me. Okay, let me clean here. Do this homework for me. Do this work at home. Identify the value of the underlined digits. Identify the value of the underlined digits. Number 1, 54. 5 is underlined. Number 2, 308. 8 is underlined. Number 3, 459. 5 is underlined. Number 4, 1,723. 7 is underlined. Number 5, do this for me. 8,755. 8 is underlined. Number 6, 27,392. 2 is underlined. Alright? Now, before you can be able to identify the values of the underlying digits in these numbers, you must first of all arrange the number in a place value system. Alright? Remember what we did? We are looking at place value from unit to tens of thousand. Alright? For you to be able to identify the values of digits, you do what? Arrange the number in what? Place value system. And remember, a place value system is a system that helps us. It helps you to identify the value of a digit in a number. How big the digit is or how small the digit is. That is the function of the place value system. And today we are looking at place value system from unit to tens of thousand. U stands for units, T stands for tens, H stands for hundreds, TH stands for thousands, TTH stands for tens of thousand. And watch, I'm using capital letters all through in writing out my place value system. Alright? So remember this homework. Identify the values of the underlined digits. Like I said, first you need to arrange these numbers in place value system. Then identify the place value of the underlined digits and bring out the value of the number. Okay? Alright. So this brings us to the end of this class. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, watch the video, rewatch it again, write out your notes from the board as you can see them. You can pause the videos at intervals and write out notes from the board. Alright? Make your notes, do your homework, snap and send to my WhatsApp. Is that okay? Alright, so see you next time in class. Bye.